Alright, so this has been highly requested for a while. Today I've got another backtesting video for you. It's been quite a little bit since I did my last one. But today we've just got GJ, one of our best pairs, if not our best pair for the last 2 years using this strategy. We're going to be using liquidity supply and demand on the 30-minute time frame. So yeah, let's just get into it. I was doing this anyway for the full backtest results and spreadsheet in the VIP Discord, so just thought I'd bring you guys along with me. Why not? And starting off here, I picked this area because it just looks a bit interesting. We've got some consolidation. We've just come from this massive drop, so it's an interesting area that you might not know what to do. So yeah, I'm just going to go through September, probably, just a month or so. I'm just going to go through any time of day. Shouldn't really matter too much. Starting off on the higher time frames, guess I'll go to the daily. Overall, we've been bullish for a while, but like I said, we just had this massive drop. And it looks like we reached an area right at the bottom of this kind of big structure. And it looks like even kind of a demand zone here. So this is going to be a great price for investors. They're going to buy at this area because they've gotten such a good price down here. They'd rather buy down here than up here, obviously. So yeah, overall, there's a good chance that we would go bullish from this kind of area. Other than that, the next bit of structure would maybe be down here at this kind of low. But we can see we've already had a decent reaction coming from there. So if we go back into the 30-minute, we can see we have had some bullish market structure. If I just draw this out real quick, we're creating higher highs and higher lows consistently. So that's a good sign for us going bullish. That's basically what a bullish market is. And then currently, we're just moving to the right. We're not really going anywhere. We don't have much clear direction. So I will be waiting for some more confirmation before taking anything. We are right at the end of August now, so I mean, I guess if there's any trades here that look good, then I'll take them too. But yeah, first I'm going to look for some confirmation, whether we break out to the downside or the upside. We'll see. I'm kind of expecting it to go up because we have such a large move to fill to the left. Obviously, price isn't just going to continue going in a straight line. It's going to retrace a decent amount most of the time. But we have come up a decent amount here. Can we break a high maybe? Don't think that's quite broken it yet. Now we've broken all these highs to the left, so that's looking really good to potentially take some buys. In terms of zones, we have maybe this one down here is all right. No, it's decent. We've got this level of liquidity is probably within distance, just visually. It's a bit over the written distance, but visually that looks fine. So I don't know why I just removed the marking. And other than that, we have a zone here. This is an accuracy zone. In terms of the liquidity on this setup in front of the zone, we have 2 candles right here. This looks fine. And we do also have this little zone, but that's just so small. I just wouldn't really considering it. I just wouldn't really consider it. Sorry, that was bad English. And looks like we have broke past it. Can we get a reaction from this zone? Maybe not. Okay, we've got a reaction. Can we close bullish? Yes, we can. Perfect. Now, I actually am expecting very good results from GJ here today. Just based on the fact that GJ is probably our best pair, if not just one of our best pairs. But yeah, I've started doing some backtest results for it already, and I just kind of continued here. And yeah, it's insane, to be honest. It's been ridiculous. So hopefully it can continue that streak. Once again, this is backtesting, so I got no psychology involvement. I can trade at any time. I can do whatever, and it will be basically perfectly what I should be doing in live markets. So from then, it's just replicating what we're doing. And in terms of TP on this trade, definitely a TP1 here, but I think we do have a bit more potential to go up. So maybe a TP2 at one of these highs to the left here, if you can see. The one here would be a little bit past the 1 to 10, so I might just not be greedy and go here at this high. 1 to 7.5 or 1 to 7.4. It's not bad at all. TP1 was what? 1 to 4. That looks fine to me. We'll see how movement is coming up. We could potentially extend it to a 1 to 10 for a full TP, or we could just lose immediately. but that's a great candle to start. So, holy shit! Wow. I feel like we're gonna retrace a bit here. No, we're not. Okay, I'm not gonna extend my TP based on the fact that this movement has been too clean. If that makes sense, we're gonna need to retrace soon. Surely, price is never just gonna do this, right? So soon we're probably gonna, come down maybe to the bottom of this area. And in live markets, I don't want to hold through that. So this is probably a good area where I would take my TPs. That wouldn't affect my psychology much, and it's also just great profit. That's what. Oh, this is the worst part, because basically we take off 50% of our position off at TP1 and leave the rest running. I'll do the maths and editing. I'll figure it out. But yeah, fantastic starting trade. So hopefully we can keep up a decent amount of trades like these. Obviously, this is a high risk reward. That did not make sense. This is a high risk reward. I'm struggling to speak. This is a high risk to reward strategy. So I don't expect a ridiculous win rate. That's not what happens with a strategy most of the time. In backtesting, it's usually around like 50 to 60% to be fair, which is actually insane for the strategy. We received no reaction from this zone, by the way. Yeah, so the win rate is actually ridiculous for how high our risk to rewards are. It looks like we might be going fully bearish here. Also, yeah, perfect TPs. We did need to retrace, and it looks like we've retraced a lot more than I expected. And we've actually reached an area just down to the left here. So we could definitely be reacting potentially bullish again. We'll see. Wait for more confirmation once again. Either way. But yeah, the win rate is honestly ridiculous for how big our risk rewards are. Looks like we might be going bearish here then. We kind of reacted from this low to the left here again now. You've always got to be looking out for these lows. Might have even went slightly below it, taking liquidity potentially. But we will see. Currently not really interested in any zones, so it doesn't really matter too much. Now I'm interested in something. I'm interested in selling is what I'm interested in. We've broken past this low. This is the next like major thing really. Until that we got like a bunch of kind of minor-ish lows, nothing as major as these. So I would be looking to sell now. This looks like a good selling point. And we do have this zone right here. This has a level of liquidity in front of it. This is a good level of liquidity. We've got a good break of structure. And yeah, hopefully we can come up here because that would be very clean movement to the zone. Now, yeah, that would be lovely. That would be great. But it looks like we've come down a little bit. Okay. Wow, I moved that way too fast. Okay, well, that's difficult to say. But I was interested in the zone. Movement got a little bit weaker as we came back up. But from here, this has given a perfect break of candle entry opportunity. Whether you want to believe me on that, it's up to you. But you can see we went into the zone and closed almost bearish. We had such a good reaction that it is pretty much a bearish close. And then when we came up on the next candle, formed that upper wick. Candles always like to form upper and lower wicks before going in whatever direction they're going to actually go in. And then it flipped and has come down below this candle and given a great break of candle entry. That is what I'm going to do. But I'll see if it would have won if we just went in the close entry anyway. Stop loss in terms of pips is really large, 50 pips. Usually we have a max 30 pip stop loss, but this doesn't look that crazy. Generally we do it visually, so I'm not going to do a max stop loss on this. We'll see if that would have increased our risk to reward if we did do a 30 pip stop loss, or if this would get stopped out. Sometimes that extra room is necessary though. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Forgot to do TPs. TPs, very important. Maybe a 1 to 3, but if we are going fully bearish here, then we could probably go a little bit further. There's not really any good lows to target though, so we don't really have a good TP target. Maybe a 1 to 3.5 at this kind of minor low over here. Maybe extend it to a 1 to 4. Yeah, 1 to 4 looks good. Might be able to go a little bit further. We'll see. We'll see what happens. There's not really any good target area for this. I'm not going to go for a TP1 at a 1 to 3. If you didn't know, our minimum risk to reward is 1 to 3. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. If this even wins, but it's not looking great, to be honest. I don't really like this price action for either way. Never mind, I'm more confident now that we've broken that. And there we go, we've hit TP. It might have even been a perfect TP. Might have just cooked. Alright. And we'll continue. Don't really like this zone, 1 candle liquidity, broke through it anyway. Do have the zone up here. This is a news candle though. We generally wouldn't enter on the news candle. We'll see if the next candle gives something as well. Just because volume kind of dies down a little bit. So we'll wait for the next candle. Entry is even a little bit worse. But you can see the volume has calmed down. So we probably are reacting from that zone now. And obviously we are also bearish overall, so should be fine. Might move stop loss down a little bit because I mean ideally we still want it to be in the zone so price has a chance to retest. But yeah, a 76 of a much, so I'll just put it to there. Usually we'd give 1 pip room above the candle, but volume's just so high on GJ right here that I'm just not going to. So we'll see what happens. Okay, that might be a news candle. Can't guarantee it would hold through that. I don't know if there was back-to-back news here. It's at 3, so it's potential. That could have been news. And if that is the case, I can't guarantee we would have held there. A lot of the time, obviously, we're not going to hold through news when we're this close to stop loss or entry. But it looks like it did hit TP. It also looks like we could have taken this for a 1 to 5, so that actually was possible. Probably should have gone for a 1 to 5 on that. That's hindsight, I guess. Yeah, looks good. But yeah, I just can't guarantee we would have entered on that just based on the fact that it is a news candle. So I guess we'll just continue here. We are still looking very bearish. I don't think there's anything major reacting from here. Potentially that low, but I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. So yeah, we'll just continue. So far, by the way, 100% win rate. What's going on? 100% win rate with average probably 1 to 4 RR or so. That's pretty wild. I was going to say I'm not really interested in this demand because I mean, we don't have much reason to be. Overall, still looking quite bearish. But yeah, we'll see if we do get some more confirmation for that because currently we're struggling to break this low to the left here. We actually could be going bullish here if we break past this high. Okay, never mind. Spoke too soon. But yeah, definitely still looking for supplies at the moment. Not really much question about it. We do have this zone up here. If we get we have got a bit of a fake out reaction from this one. I'm not sure if that's actually tapped the fake out zone. Looks like it barely missed, so maybe not. This is a potential zone. Basically, we generally want 2 candles or more liquidity. This forms a proper low. So for example, in a supply, 1 candle will usually just do this and then continue down. Whereas 2 candle will kind of form more of a proper high for us to break when we come to the zone. So we're taking out a really good level of liquidity. This has just formed another supply zone, which can be fine. In a case like this, we'll see what happens. Basically, we formed another supply zone where normal supply and demand traders will be getting in at. Well, we'll see if they do. Depends on if it gets a reaction, which this looks like it tapped by the pip. So we actually have got a decent reaction from it. And yeah, normal supply and demand traders will be getting in there. Their stop loss is probably above the zone or above their candles. And this gives us potential to take a 1 candle liquidity zone because we know there's liquidity there. And that is fine. It's not like the best fake out. I would have liked to see another break of a low or some stronger liquidity, but you can see we did at least form a somewhat of a high anyway. But we did get a fake out too, so actually did give entry. I'm quite surprised, I'll be honest. But like I said, this is definitely valid now. We do have another zone above it, but yeah, we'll see. I'm interested in this zone though, so I will put this in. Okay, once again, 35 pips. Usually it'd be max 30 pips, but this looks like a fine stop loss. GJ is just very volatile at this point, I guess. And I mean, where are we? We kind of have, in terms of targets, we could have a TP1 just at this low. 1 to 3.75, bit random. And then TP2, we could probably go pretty low. I mean, maybe to this low here. 1 to 8.5, because that's the next target. There's not really anything else to go to here. So yeah, 1 to 8.5 as a TP2 looks fine. If this is going to win, there's a banger. If not, then I'm not too surprised. Okay, is this news again? 3, potentially. If this hits TP2, then that's insane. Maybe not. Okay, it has not. But TP1 locked in what? 1.8% profit? 1.9% profit, I think. Not bad at all. But yeah, and then we'd have stop loss at break even because we hit TP1. So, wow. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, once again, I can't guarantee we would have held through this because I'm not sure if this is a news candle, which is kind of annoying. I can't really predict these. I'm not about to go through all the fucking old news events. That's long. I'm just trying to make a educational YouTube video here, as well as get some good education material for the VIP Discord. But we'll see if this hits this top zone here. You might see where my mouse is. I'm looking at this. That's also a zone. Looks like, no, it didn't tap anyway. I was gonna say it's a bit of a. Oh, I invalidated. Okay. I'm liking this top zone less and less as we make this weird structure. Okay, now it would be okay because we broke past this low. But we'll see if we get a reaction anyway. We did. I went too far again. I keep going too far. But we got our entry model. What I meant with the weird price action coming up, if we just stopped right here, okay, let me quickly go into replay one again. If we stopped right here and then came up, basically we've just shown full bullish market structure. We failed to break past this low, and we come straight to the zone, and that just looks like bullish movement. But what we did, you can see, is we broke past the low into clear space and then came up. Still not great to create that in the first place. Ideally, we just want to come straight up to the zone because then we know we need to retrace soon. They've definitely got a good price. And yeah, but in this case, we created a little bit of bullish market structure before coming up. But it's only one swing. It's kind of expected. So yeah, and we know that it did give entry here on this candle. And it's not like the best candle level because we do have quite a big lower wick here. But it's definitely valid. So fuck it. And 1 pip above 21.6, 20. Wait, no. 21.6 to 22.6. Okay. DPs on this. Is that not just easily possible? I mean, if we're going to continue bearish, then yeah. Are we going to continue bearish? I mean, it looks like it. I don't want to go into a high time frame because then I can kind of see the bit of the next candle. But it doesn't look like we're rather from anything too strong. If I were to say that we're reacting from this area down here, kind of this like round area, I could say that about anywhere. It's not even like at the low. So if we do that down here, then I would say so because that's the lowest of the area. That's their best price they're getting. But we're not really reacting from anything specific here. But yeah, I think I'll take a chance on this. What time is it at? 6. Volume would be a little bit lower. It's not great, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm not liking this. Okay, well, Didn't think it was going to hit TP there. For some reason, I thought it was just going to go up. That's what? How many trades have we taken? 5 for 5. 2 of them kind of assisted by potential news candles though. So still ridiculous though. This is like unheard of results with any strategy, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think any strategy is getting 1 to 10s just after hitting 1 to 4s, 1 to 3s, 1 to 4, 1 to 7. Well, 100% win rate currently, so I don't really know what to say. But yeah, we'll see. It looks like we'll just continue bearish here. We do have a zone just up here. Okay, we just blasted straight through it. We also did not break past this low, so that is something we need to be aware of if we're going to take any more supplies. We do also have this one. Liquidity's a bit far, but I'll still watch it. I don't think we tapped there, did we? Not quite. And we broke straight through it. We'll see if we break this high, because then I'll be considering buys, but for now I think I'm still not. We invalidated this one anyway. Now we're just invalidating everything. That's another great thing about this strategy. Usually if no one's buying there and the trade's gonna lose, then it's just gonna invalidate it. Like a lot of the time, that's just what happens. It's just gonna invalidate its setup, so it doesn't want to win off, rather than giving you your entry like on normal supply and demand and then just losing anyway. We do actually have some better confirmation now. We have broken past this high and we failed to break past this low, which is overall in structure, like that looks fine. That just looks like a normal retracement. We kind of come up. Yeah, this looks chill to potentially take demands now. And the only reason I say that is because I spotted a demand just at the bottom here. Liquidity is edging on being too far. Is this an accuracy zone? No, it's not. Yeah, liquidity is edging on being too far, but I would say it's within distance visually. Looks fine to me. So we'll see if we get anything from this zone. We do. I keep going too fast. Once again, bullish close. 22.3, 24.3. And we do have good potential for TPs here. TP1, I definitely have it this high here. It's just safe to have a TP1. And then TP2, might as well go for 1 to 10. There's not really any clear structure to target at, other than these for 1 to 8 maybe. But I mean, at that point, I feel like I might as well go for 1 to 10, because if we're going bullish, then we're gonna go much beyond this. So might as well. So yeah, let's take a chance on it. 1 to 10. Fuck it. What is going on? This price action is ridiculous. Okay, there we go. There's at least a retracement in this one. And then we hit TP. Oh my god. 6 for 6? Have there been any setups I even like missed? Have there even been any that I was like, oh, you could take this on, but I'm just not a fan? I don't think there were any. I think I've just taken every setup so far. They've all been like pretty good qualities. I've just taken every one. Right? Yeah, I've just taken every setup and they've just all won. Well, that makes it easier. You can't really question why I might not have taken a setup and be like, well, every setup's just one. This is crazy. 100% win rate. Average risk to reward 1 to 5, 1 to 6 maybe. And I spilled my drink. Just got too excited. Alright, yeah, anyway, we're definitely now going bullish. And I do like that in this market, because we still have so much area to fill over here. It also allows us to go for much higher risk to rewards, so yeah, I mean, let's keep going. I'm not really questioning whether we're bullish or not. I don't have to go into higher time frames to confirm that. Sometimes you don't need to look in the higher time frames. This wasn't really a zone. No, this zone looks awful. Yeah, you don't really need to go into the high time frames all the time. You don't need to do a full top-down analysis. If market go up, down, but it goes more up than it goes down when it goes up and down, that means we're bullish. You don't always need to overanalyze things. That's where a lot of people get stuck in trading. Just overanalysis, just doing far too much. That's a real issue that stops a lot of people from reaching profitability. We don't really have any zones here at the moment. This is a zone. This is a zone. I said it. This is a zone, and I don't hate it, to be honest. It looks a bit weird, but in terms of the liquidity, we have created like a proper low. Like this is quite a few candles of just liquidity. Like it's just it's just like a flat line. We're gonna take that out. There's gonna be liquidity under this area because it's a bit of consolidation, and then we shut off. People are gonna assume we're just breaking out to go bullish again. So we come down, taking the liquidity. We've broken the high here. Main issue is obviously not having broken this high, but that's kind of unrealistic at this point. For such a small structure trade, that's fine. That's not too bad. Ooh, do I take this? Give me a second. Overall, we are just very bullish, and we're making great moves to the upside. So I think this is just a great opportunity to capitalize off that fact that we're going bullish, especially from a pretty early point. I mean, look at this movement. I don't see why this would go down here. So I think more so than the fact that this is an amazing setup, it's just a good opportunity to buy in this situation. So I'm gonna take a chance on it. This is one that I wouldn't be too surprised if it did lose. Once again, stop loss is quite large, but I'm not gonna do a max stop loss. So yeah, I might just do a 1 to 3. Should I just do a 1 to 3? Maybe to these highs. To these highs would be alright. 1 to 4.4. That's chill. That should be fine. Yeah, let's go for it. Just looks like I'm lying in this video at this point. Okay, never mind. I spoke too early. I don't think we've got any other sells really, other than this one. But this one actually might just be too. Nah. We got such a good reaction from it though. We did get such a good reaction. I'm not gonna mark this one out because I've already seen this next candle. This isn't a terrible setup. The reason why is because we did break past this with a full body close and the one candle liquidity here. I mean, it's formed like a decent low. Like there's a gap between there. Furthermore, the demand zone that it created here, you can see it did get a reaction. And you might think that's such a small demand zone. No supply and demand traders getting in there. Trust me, I used to trade normal supply and demand with a certain mentor. Still don't know if that guy's real or not, to be honest. But they would trade off these types of zones. And a lot of the time they would win. So I know investors are getting in there. So that's a fine level of liquidity. People are going to have their stop losses below that, etc. But yeah, I'm not going to mark this out because I've already seen this next candle. It's massive. And I don't know whether I would have said I'd take this or not because it's not the best quality. But we'll see if it helps us win our previous trade anyway. And we'll see if this actually does play out. I mean, once again, we've come to the bottom of the area. This is a great area to reach to continue bullish. These are just normal swings. These are just looking good to continue bullish. So taking advantage of any buy opportunity you get is fine in this type of market. But yeah, we will see if we get anything else. But yeah, looks like that setup would have won, to be honest. We have made another stab at the bottom here. I'm not going to bother marking out until something happens. We've got 2 stabs actually. We've got one at the bottom here. This one's probably nicer. I do prefer this one. This has a fucking great level of liquidity. This is like an A+ setup. We've broken all the highs to the left. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we got an incredible level of liquidity. This is a full low. We even got another bit here. So loads of liquidity down here. This is quite a major swing. If we came down with good price action here, just straight line, so we know we need to retrace, this is a perfect area to buy at as well. This is an A+ zone, but we also do have this one. Did that touch? I actually don't know if that touched. Time to zoom in. Okay, that did touch by literally like the pip, by the outside of the box. And the fact that it got that good a reaction is a really good sign. Like, people immediately started buying there without a second thought. This is definitely a setup that I would take a chance on. This is like an A setup. This is an A+ setup down here. So there's no reason not to take it. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to the bottom zone, just because, I mean, people are probably going to wait for that good of a setup. And in terms of TP1 at this high for 1 to 3 is fine. We have actually been going up for quite a while by this point, although we have actually just broken this major high. So that's a very good sign for the setup as well. But yeah, we actually have been going up for quite a while by this point. So don't know if we'll just continue going up without more of a retracement. But yeah, TP2 anyway. I will have a TP2 because straight up clear space to the left. 1 to 6, 1 to 7, 1 to 10 is too high up. Because like I said, we're already pretty high up. Maybe 1 to 6 is fine. 1 to 6 is fine. That looks very doable. Fuck it. Let's run it. Why is price action so beautiful? I swear I don't see this in live markets. I'm as a profitable trader in live markets, I have experienced some great trades. I've experienced some great price action in my experience trading. But holy shit, this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for 8. Just confused, to be honest. Do not take this as this will happen all the time. This is clearly ridiculous market conditions. I can quickly see the time of each one of these trades. Which ones would I actually have been able to take? 6 AM, 6 PM, 2 PM, 2 PM, 4 PM. So I would have been able to take most of these in live markets as well. But I don't think I got like a... what percent is this already? Probably like 40%. Half of that just because timing. So I could have caught half the setups. That would still be 20%. I don't know if I got 20% in September. And this is just on one pair during 1 month. Like, damn. That is insane. We'll see if there's any more setups throughout the rest of the month. But I believe it is coming to the close. I was going to say the setups is looking nice, but fucking... yeah, fuck that setup, am I right? This setup down here is still valid. I don't really like it anymore. This one got blasted through. Yeah, the setup's valid down here, I just don't really like it. Just not a big fan. It has given an entry. I don't really like the volume we're still having here. It's at 3 PM as well. This actually might be a news candle, considering how much less volume we had before it. Okay. Now I just feel like a mystic. Like, this is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna go till we get one more setup. I don't want to just end on the end of the month. Although I would like to end with 100% win rate, so this is a good setup. Can we invalidate them? That would have been just in September as well, so guess we're going into October for one more trade. Hopefully that won't take too long. Maybe October was just shit. We have a demand setup down here potentially. We reached a fine area to potentially continue bullish. You feel me? This is just big structure. If we go into the 4 hour, yeah, this looks fine to potentially take demands again. This is just some bigger structure. So we'll see what we can get. We do have a fine demand just down here as an accuracy zone. We haven't validated it. That's fine. We do have this zone down here as well, which we have given a reaction to. Come on, please, can we keep the 100% win rate? Alright. Yeah, I'd probably take this up. This is the bottom zone. We're reacting from a fine area. This is just market structure. That's just how it's going to be. And TPs, we'll just have at the high for now. Actually, no, we won't. No, the fuck we won't. We just had this massive drop. TP1 here, 1 to 4. TP2, probably at this big high, 1 to 8.5. That's definitely possible. Alright, let's go. Okay, well, I'm actually quite annoyed that I did that. I actually could have ended the video on 100% win rate. That's actually quite annoying. That's fine though. I think it's for the best. It's for the best that we end this winning streak. I feel like I'm not gonna get a win in live markets forever now because holy shit. I feel like they all got used up during September last year. Yeah, that's crazy. I guess I'll do the maths on screen during the editing. That's going to be painful to do with the TP ones, but we'll figure it out. Alright, so I've actually just completed all the backtests for GJ. Ridiculous, absurd, don't know other words. It's about the best my vocabulary goes to. But the results are actually ridiculous. GJ is now undoubtedly our best pair. I did the odd JPY backtest a while ago. Total for the full year of 2024 was 83%. That's good. Generally, we need 60% for a pair to be considered to be part of the main pairs list. And GJ did 156%. The month we just backtested, as well as October, the following month, combined, would be like 80%, over 80%. That's actually just like insane. That is insane. I can't describe to you how insane that is. You would be happy with 45% for a year. This is 1 month on one pair on one time frame. Hello? What did I just backtest? I'm even more baffled now that I've actually seen the results, what I just like did. When I was backtesting, I was like, okay, yeah, no, this is crazy. Every trade's winning. This is actually like, we had 100% win rate over 8 trades with an average RR of 6.2. And think, even if we didn't have a 100% win rate, say we had a 50% win rate, so we had another 8 losses, right? So we had all these wins plus another 8 losses. First of all, that's insane. That's a big difference. Would be a big difference. That would only put us on 37%. That's still insane. That is insane. That's how powerful the average risk to reward being so strong is on this strategy. Like, bro, what? 2025 has been already insane as well, turns out. I'll be honest, I have not been able to take advantage of a lot of this, clearly. But yeah, this is an eye-opener to everybody. That, I mean, if you're not getting the results you want, it's not the strategy. It's still been going crazy. Same for me. I'm profitable. I am getting fine months. I am making enough to do whatever. But I need to step up my game if we're able to get 156% in a single month on a single pair. Yeah, I just thought I'd add that because what on earth? The full results will be in the VIP Discord, all the back tests as well as this trading spreadsheet. So if you do want to see that, check that out. You don't have to. Obviously, I've got a lot of value on the YouTube too, but I'll see you in the next video. Peace.